Good morning. Yes, good morning, Eastern North Carolina. Good morning, Greenville. Good morning, the rest of the world. And welcome to another exciting edition of your favorite weekend show. This is Peak Perspectives on Awesome Radio. Yes, we are live on 107.5 FM and 1570 AM WECU. Yes, as always, super shout out to everyone listening to us on 102.3 FM and 1450 AM WNOS out in New Bern and surrounding areas. Yes, we are also live across our social media, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch at Pitt Perspectives. Yes, we are also live. You can also listen to the stream on our website at pittperspectives.com. Yes, super shout out to everybody who is listening. Yes, as always, I'm your friend, your man, the man with the juice, the man with the sauce, the man, the McCall, Victor Ihuka. Yes, and I still have my two goons, my guys, my amigos, my oremis, AY and Patrick in the building. What's up, guys?
Testing microphone. Good morning, Greenville. Good morning, Pitt County. Good morning to everyone listening to us this wonderful, beautiful Saturday morning. I think I like today's weather. It's not as hot as it's been in the course of the week.
Oh, okay.
It's been very chill. I mean, the entire week was very hot, but like this morning's weather is a bit chill, and I think I know it's gonna get hotter though, but like for now it's still cool. So it's a beautiful Saturday morning, like I said, and we are so excited that you guys are able to join us wherever it is you're joining us from this wonderful morning. We have a very, very interesting topic for you, and it's going to be a very, very packed show this morning. I can say that for free. So call your friends and your family and everyone that is around. Let them know that we are live on air and we're ready to take you on this wonderful journey.
Yes, sir.
Patrick, how's it going?
Yeah, good morning. This is Patrick once again on the 1, the 2, the 3, the Awesome Radio. It's an amazing Saturday morning. As AY said, the weather's beautiful outside. It's amazing. It feels great. It's not as hot as the whole week's been. So, yeah, I'm excited for it. And we're back in studio. We enjoy being here. We like being here. And we're about to have another banger.
Yeah.
Let's take it away.
Yes, amazing stuff. It's going down in the charts. Uchendon Junior says, super excited to be here this weekend. Yes, we are super excited to be here with you too. Omotayo has some laughter emojis. Yes, we are laughing with you too, Omotayo. Yes, thank you all for always engaging, for always being here. It means the world to us. Yes, it does. Yes, this weekend we are celebrating Juneteenth. Did you all know that?
Yes.
Yesterday was Juneteenth. Yes, Juneteenth is a time to reflect on freedom, resilience, progress, and the ongoing journey towards equality and opportunity for all Americans. Yes, Juneteenth. So I mean, there are tons of Juneteenth events going on around the community. Feel free to check it out. Yes, amazing stuff. Yes, guys, how's yours week been? What have you guys been up to?
I can take it away. The week has been quite busy for me.
Okay, busy with what?
With work, and so I've barely had time to go to the gym and all that. I had to force myself to go to the gym because whenever I get off work, I'm really tired and stuff. So it's
right.
Yeah.
How about you, Patrick? AY?
Yeah, my week has been very, very busy. I've had to, Dr. Ziga got back, so so schoolwork is back.
Right.
We had meetings in the course of the week, trying to make some progress with our projects. So yeah, I'm feeling like a student once again. So yeah,
amazing stuff. Yes, Samotaya says, I have missed you guys. I've been away for a long while. Yes, we've missed you too, Amotaya. We've missed you too. We're glad to have you here. Yes, and I'm sure this topic today is something that would resonate with every one of us. Yes, the FIFA World Cup is officially on the way, as you guys know. And yesterday we hosted our much anticipated downtown Greenville World Cup watch party for the United States versus Australia at Nash Hot Chicken downtown. We had a fantastic turnout, great soccer, great raffles, giveaways, and a wonderful atmosphere right in the heart of downtown Greenville. A huge thank you to everyone who came out and supported the event. Yes, we also want to thank our community partners and sponsors who make the event possible. Yes, we're still live on Awesome Radio, and this is still Pitt Perspectives. We'll be back with you all right after the break. Boom.
I'm Dr. Kyle Horner from Carolina Arthritis Center. Living with arthritis or joint pain doesn't have to limit your life. At Carolina Arthritis Center in Greenville, we're Eastern North Carolina's only private, single-specialty rheumatology clinic dedicated exclusively to your joint health. Our experienced team offers comprehensive care all under one roof, from consultations and joint injections to on-site laboratory, X-ray, bone density testing, and our specialized infusion suite. No more running around to multiple locations for your arthritis evaluation. When you need expert rheumatology care, choose the specialist who focus solely on conditions like yours every single day. Carolina Arthritis Center, where your mobility and comfort are our main priority. Call 252-321-8474 or visit carolina-arthritis.com to schedule your consultation today. Again, that number is 252-321-8474. Carolina Arthritis Center,
where your journey to health begins.
Awesome radio. Yes, awesome. Awesome. Can you hear it? Awesome. Awesome.
Yes, welcome back. In case you're just joining us, this is Awesome Radio Network, and this is your favorite weekend show. This is Peak Perspectives with Victor, AY, and Patrick. Yes, the show where we share stories, celebrate culture, and inspire community from right here in Greenville, Eastern North Carolina, to the rest of the world. Yes, we're a global stage for local stories. Amazing stuff. Yes, Mugeni Byron says, and AY's GOAT failed to score. Add that too. So AY, they say your GOAT, Cristiano Ronaldo, failed to score. Yes, did anyone of you see the Argentina game?
He even failed to get a shot on target.
He's talking nonsense.
He's talking facts.
You know, I feel
the entire thing was poor. So what is he supposed to do?
I feel like, and I could be wrong with this, but I feel, and Byron, let me know too, because I know you saw the game. I feel like the team doesn't play for C. Ronaldo as much as the Argentina team plays for Messi.
Yes, because they said whenever he doesn't score, he doesn't talk to anyone. That's what Rafael Leao said in an interview.
Really?
Yes, he said if Ronaldo doesn't score, he's not talking to anyone.
I feel like
so that's not a good team leader.
The game itself was poor. And you would know this because we've played DRC before, Nigeria.
And we've played Portugal too. But
so the reason why we didn't make it to the World Cup to even maybe that's not the main reason, but like one of the reasons was because we lost on penalties to DC. And you know how
that's the reason, but yeah.
If we had played normal from the beginning, we would not even be in that conversation.
But we still
for
had
playoffs.
that chance. But go ahead.
So do you get before the game I said this team is a team that plays very defensively. They don't, So I was not expecting to see a very too many goal kind of game. But like on the other hand is the fact that the entire team was poor that day. I don't know what
Byron
happened to them.
says Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't play for the team.
But that's not true. Who is he playing for? He's playing for himself.
I mean, that's exactly what he
Somebody
said.
who has single-handedly brought the same team to World Cups and won trophies for them.
That's the point. Single-handedly. He plays for himself.
How does it? So when they won the Euros, was it a C Ronaldo?
I mean,
Euros?
it was a different team.
It was Portugal.
But it was a different team too.
That's what I'm saying. So it is this team, the team that has a problem. So because he has played with different generation of players and it worked out. So why is it not working out with them?
Many people say that he's older.
Yes, he's 41.
Obviously, right? You are not expecting him to be the same Ronaldo of.
Right.
And then two, he when he got that red card. And the team played without him, they played way better. So when he plays on the bench, the team plays better.
How can you say when he plays on the bench, the team plays better? When he's on the pitch, things happen. Because Ronaldo is that player that you cannot bet against. Anything can happen.
Abide and Pray always says, see, Ronaldo plays for himself. It's a fact.
That's a big lie.
I mean, I can see.
For himself
because I can see.
Football is a team sport, so there's no how you want to say it.
Don't act like
that's what he's playing for himself.
Don't act like you don't know what they are trying.
Is he going
to
to play without the remaining 10 players?
So I guess what they are trying to say is, I think there was a highlight where they cut the ball back for him, he could have sort of left the ball roll
Yes,
to Bruno,
Yes.
and he played it even though
Bruno would
he
have
dragged
scored
the
there.
ball.
So
from
that's
behind
the
him.
problem I have with the media and Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Somebody asked a question yesterday on Twitter. He said, "How did Ronaldo survive this?" And somebody answered and said, "He's a warrior." And I agree 100%. They posted a video of the president of FIFA making fun of Ronaldo. That was, I think, sometime in 2013. And the reason why I brought it up is because Lionel Messi scored a hat-trick a night before. Could you believe that Assat, the following day after Ronaldo's game, up to this point, the only thing that they were talking about online was Ronaldo and the Portugal team. Nobody's talking about the person that scored a hat-trick. Do you know what hat-trick is? He scored 3 goals in a game for the first time in his entire career, scoring a hat-trick in the World Cup. Right. And nobody is talking about it up till now.
Who?
Everybody is Messi.
Who says nobody is talking about
Nobody's
it?
talking about it.
Who said nobody's talking?
Nobody's talking about it.
I mean, you're talking about it. But
I brought it up now because nobody's talking about it.
No,
Go
people
online.
are talking
Everybody's
about
talking
it.
about
Bro,
it. Every media house
people
has been talking
people
about
think- people
Ronaldo
even
every
think-
day since then.
People
So
think-
there's always going to be that agenda or criticism or whatever it is against Ronaldo.
Let me even tell you. I mean, I love Ronaldo.
The Portuguese team had
I
a
love-
bad game. I said it here last week. They have the best midfield in the world, the best 3 midfielders, and how many chances did those midfielders
It's not
create?
even just about having a bad game. Do you remember that the last friendly they played before getting into this tournament was against Nigeria? And I bet you didn't watch that.
No, I didn't watch that one.
Right. Cristiano Ronaldo missed some chances. I mean, it was just some lucky goal. I think it was Conceição or someone that scored the winner for them because the game ended 2-1. It wasn't like a great game for them. So in my opinion, I think the team has enough talent to go far, right? Like you said, it's star-studded. But I feel like, and I don't know, I was thinking about it too. By the way, Abide and Pray says at this moment, Ronaldo is playing for himself. Rex Joe says, I have seen Uche in the chat, but he won't say anything because he's a Ronaldo fan. Yes, but what I'm trying to say is it might be cultural. The Argentinians, they worship Messi. Like the whole team, it's such a joy for them to see Messi get those accolades. Whereas in the Portuguese team, you have folks who are chasing some of their own individual accolades. And then I'm not saying this thing is bad or whatever. I'm just stating
how
my
is that
observation.
Ronaldo's fault?
I'm not saying it's Ronaldo's fault. I'm just saying
what are we talking about?
how all these things add up to.
Thank you. So my own question is, how is this, because this conversation is about Cristiano Ronaldo, how is that his fault?
Bro, part of that, I think part of what people expect is at this age, why would you even want to start? Because
that's not the question you should be asking. The question should be, who would start ahead of him in that team?
I mean, they have an out-and-out striker though.
Who? What was his performance in the course of the season compared to Cristiano Ronaldo's performance? He has dragged his team to league title.
Byron says,
let's
why
be fair
should
now.
we waste time talking about who is doing well? Okay. And Rex Joe says, keep Ronaldo on the bench and team will do better. He's a legend. He will do better at the moment as an administrator. That is wild.
You people will come back and eat your words.
I mean, I love
The World Cup
Ronaldo.
is on.
I hope he
Please
does
let it
well.
be on record that I said it, that you guys will come back and eat your words.
He's not
on this
scoring
show.
a hat trick, but yes,
He's not scoring.
that's all good.
You
Did he even score the last World
will
Cup?
eat your words.
I don't
don't
even
worry.
remember.
The show is on.
This is Pitt
You will come back
perspectives,
and
not
eat your words.
Ronaldo perspectives. Yes, it's time for our top community news. You can check the news documents.
Yes, I have
here.
it.
All right, let's leave Ronaldo and talk about fathers. Yes, that's exactly what we're trying to do. Yes, it's time for our top community news recap, proudly presented by Carolina Arthritis Center, where your journey to health begins. But just before we go on that, if you're listening to us and you're wondering, what are these guys so passionately talking about? We're talking about soccer, and we're talking about the World Cup, and we're talking about one of the world's best players. We're talking about Cristiano Ronaldo, the 41-year-old Portuguese legend who has failed to score in their opening game against DR Congo. All right, time for our top community news recap, presented by Carolina Arthritis Center, where your journey to health begins.
Yes.
What do we have, guys?
For our first headline, we have GUC temporarily switching water treatment.
Yes, Greenville Utilities is temporarily changing its water treatment process from chloramines to free chlorine from now through July the 27th. Officials say this is a routine maintenance practice recommended by state guidelines to help keep water lines clean and prevent harmful bacteria from building up. Customers may notice a slight chlorine taste or smell in their tap water during this period, but GUC says the water remains safe to drink and meets all state and federal standards. Dialysis centers, medical facilities, and aquarium owners should continue taking their usual water treatment precautions. Yes, moving on.
Okay, yeah. The next news I have says school closures under consideration in North Pitt.
Yes, Pitt County Schools is considering a long-term plan that could close Belleville Elementary and Stokes School as student enrollment continues to decline in northern Pitt County. Under the proposal, middle school students from several schools would attend Welcome Middle School, while the buildings could be repurposed for other district needs. School leaders stress that no decisions have been made, and any changes would likely happen within the next 5 years. Officials say community input would be a key part of the process, as schools play an important role in the identity and future of rural communities. Yes, moving on.
Greenville appoints first woman as police chief.
Yes, Deputy Chief Kolenya KZ Thomas has been selected as Greenville's next police chief, becoming the first woman to lead the department. She will officially take over on September 1, following the retirement of Chief Richard Tyndall. This is Still Awesome Radio. We'll be back with the news right after the break.
Clemmy Family Care Home, registered by the state of North Carolina, is an adult age 55 and older independent living care home with facilities in Ayden, Winterville, and Greenville. Clemmy Family Care Home, 252-916-4466. Daily prepared meals available, fun activities, field trips, and more. We have private rooms and double rooms, professional medical staff, and 24-hour security at all facilities. Clemmy Family Care Home, 252-916-4466. Private pay, Medicaid, and Medicare accepted. Veterans are welcomed also. Visiting hours from 6 o'clock a.m. to 10 o'clock p.m. daily. To schedule a tour of our facilities and to learn more of what Clemmy Family Care Home has to offer, contact Tammy, 252-916-4466. That's 252-916-4466. Clemmy Family Care Home, an adult independent living care home with facilities in Ayden, Winterville, and Greenville.
Awesome radio. Yeah, it's awesome. Awesome. Can you hear it? Awesome. Awesome.
Yes, welcome back. Yes, before we get to the chat, yes, continuing on the news, Greenville names first female police chief. Thomas has served with the Greenville Police Department for more than 20 years and is widely respected for her leadership and commitment to the community. City leaders say she earned the position through her experience, dedication, and strong relationships within both the department and Greenville community. Yes, in our final news of the day, guys.
Yes, drought conditions continue. Water supply remains strong.
Yes, Pitt County is currently experiencing extreme drought conditions, but Greenville utilities say there is no immediate concern about the local water supply. The utility currently treats about 15 million gallons of water per day. Wow. Well below its 32 million gallon daily capacity. While water supplies remain stable, officials encourage residents to conserve water where possible by running full loads of laundry and dishes, turning off water while brushing their teeth, and watering lawns efficiently. These small changes can help lower water bills and reduce unnecessary water use during the drought. Yes, that's all we have for you today on our top community news recap, proudly presented by Carolina Arthritis Center, where your journey to health begins. Yes, in the chat, Esther Lamma Shedrack says, happy weekend, everyone. Nice to be here again. Yes, well, nice to have you here, Esther Lamma Shedrack. Yes, I think the last week you gave a very interesting perspective that, made a huge difference. Ebere Ozokalu says, June is men's mental health awareness month, and I'm excited. Today's topic reflects that. Jisike Ndioma. Yes, that's Igbo for, well done, good people. Yes, Jisike Ndioma. Yes, in our community voices section today, we are talking about a question that shapes families and, communities for generations. We are asking, what makes a good father? For many people, fathers have traditionally been seen as providers. Fathers work hard to make sure their families have what they need. But in a world where family roles, work, and relationships continue to evolve, many are asking whether providing financially is still the most important responsibility of a father. Is being present more important than being a provider? Can a father be successful even if he provides financially but is rarely available emotionally? So today we'll be having an honest conversation about fatherhood, family, responsibility, and the different ways fathers impact the lives of their children. Yes, and I hope through this conversation we'll explore challenges many families face in balancing time, work, and parenting. So our questions today are, what qualities do you think make a good father? What qualities do you think make a good father? The second one is financial provision still a father's most important responsibility? Is financial provision still a father's most important responsibility? And the third one is, can a father who is always present but struggles financially be more effective than one who provides financially but is rarely around? So I'll take that again. What qualities do you think makes a good father? The second one is financial provision still a father's most important responsibility? And then the third one is, can a father who is always present but struggles financially be more effective than one who provides financially but is rarely around? Yes, tomorrow is Father's Day. Yeah. I think that's why this topic is very poignant. This topic is very, very needed. Yes, our calling lines are still 252-756-2008. So if you're calling from outside the US, it will be +1 252 756-2008. Yes, my brain blanked out for a minute. Yes, Sebero Zokalo says, let me tell you something. Uche supported Ronaldo against Nigeria. A very anyhow boy.
No, I don't support that.
It's interesting. Yes, Somotayo says, availability makes a good father. As a father, you should always be available for your kids. Every kid should have a father figure or presence in their lives. This goes a long way to shape the child. Agreed?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, I imagine too, there are times when, for whatever reason, a father cannot be available. And I want us to make a twist to this topic today. So if you want to shout out any father in your life or any man in your life, please put them in the chat and we'll give them a shout out too. So hopefully I think people believe that men and fathers don't get the love they deserve. And that's not to say or to hold anything responsible against the mothers and the women, but today is about fathers, about men. So if you have any men in your life, any father figures in your life you want to shout out, please put it in the comments. And if you have anything nice to say about them, please do put it. Yes, our topics again, our questions again are, what qualities do you think make a good father? Is financial provision still a father's most important responsibility? And can a father who is always present but struggles financially be more effective than one who provides financially but is rarely around? Yes, before we get on the break, we would like to hear what you guys think and how best to start from here in the studio than the man who is closest to fatherhood. The man on my right.
So I think
Odunaike. Yes, take it away.
In that light, I honestly was going to start, but the moment you mentioned closest to father, I'm like, who else? Who else is closer to fatherhood?
You don't think you're closest to fatherhood?
No, you are closer to fatherhood. you are the closest to fatherhood. So let's hear from the father. The father of
maybe it's the fatherhood that's calling.
No, let's take the father first.
Let's see.
Let's wait.
Hello, good morning. You're live on Awesome Radio, and this is Pitt Perspectives. Who do we have on the line?
Good morning. This is Father Onyemeyo.
Longest time, Onyemeyo.
Now a real father has called.
Yes, a real.
Not a wannabe father.
Now you be the wannabe father. How you doing, Onyemeyo?
I'm good, my brother. I want to first shout out to myself. Father.
Yeah. Yo, come on, one time for Onyemeyo in the music. Yes. It's not easy to be a father, my brother. Yes. So we're talking about fatherhood. What qualities we have under 3 minutes to get to this before the break? What qualities do you think make a good father?
Yeah, a lot of qualities makes a good father. Both financial provision, both emotional provision, and even the love to the wife, because if you are not loving your wife, your children might not see you as a complete father. So it involves a whole lot of things.
Wow.
And I just want to take this medium to tell people that would like to understand this, that father is the most important thing in a family. Understand?
The women will disagree, but yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said for people that would like to understand it, because why I'm saying this is a lot of young ones, they grew up. Okay, let me use musicians for example.
Right.
Those, they will be like, I'm hustling to make mama proud.
Right.
I'm doing this to feed my mom. Then they kept that main man beside.
Right.
But one thing they have to understand is that I don't blame them because they are still single. But by the time they get to the stage of that fatherhood, they will realize that they are wrong by saying, I'm doing this to make mama proud. I'm doing this to make mama happy.
So it should be papa, right?
Yeah, they will know that that man there is, without him, he won't be what he is, or they won't be what they are. So father is much more important in a family. Understand?
Right.
And I want to tell all the fathers around and the ones that are really listening to me that they are good, they are great. I never put them behind like other people do.
Aww.
If my father is alive today, my going out and my coming in must be reported to him. Anything I do must be reported to him. I will hold him first before any other person.
Amazing
So that
stuff.
is how important father is.
Amazing stuff. Yes, it's a bit controversial what you said, but it's always amazing to hear you, Onyemeyo, and being the first father who called in on the show today. It's amazing. Come on, one time for Onyemeyo. Yes, do have a good rest of your day, Onyemeyo. And yes,
right.
Thank you for calling in. Yes, we're still live on Awesome Radio. We're back after the
From
break.
the Pacific Justice Institute, this is The Legal Edge, defending your rights as a Christian, a parent, and a citizen. Here's Brad Dacus.
Imagine walking into work one day and being told your religious beliefs are invalid. That's what happened to a nurse who requested a religious accommodation from a government-run hospital regarding its COVID-19 vaccine mandate. Now, her objection was based on her sincerely held Christian beliefs, but hospital officials denied her request. Now, PJI is defending her in federal court. Please pray for this nurse and for PJI as it defends her religious freedom.
PJI provides legal representation without charge. Get exclusive email updates by registering for The Legal Insider at pji.org.
Yes, welcome back, welcome back. This is Awesome Radio Network, and this is Pitt Perspectives. Yes, the global stage for local stories, the show where we share stories, celebrate culture, and inspire community. Yes, today we're talking about fatherhood. What makes a good father? Esther Olamashedrak in the chat says, provision is not limited to money. A father should provide in all way round. Provide financially, provide emotionally. What do you guys think? ETC, agreed? Mm-hmm. Okay, Omotayo goes on to say it would have been best if a female was on the show with you guys so that we hear from a female perspective about the topic.
There are females in the comment section.
Well, AY says there are females in the chat.
Give us their perspective.
Well, Esther has a very interesting perspective that provision is not limited to money. A father should provide all the way around. So Eberos Okalu says being a provider remains the most important responsibility of a father. He's expected to provide all around, not just finance. Do you guys agree? Yeah, I think that's a bit iffy, especially considering that gender roles are evolving, at least in the West. I know back home
even
in Africa.
all over the world.
It's traditionally,
because we've had this a similar conversation about importance of I think it was men and women in the workplace or something. I can't remember the topic what it was, and we established the fact that what work used to be has changed a bit, and what work is in this current world that we live in is different from what it used to be, and that anybody can work to make money. But that's even besides the point. Right.
Sorry, before you get to that, Eberos Okalu says being able to provide financially over physical presence. What do you guys think in the chat? Do you guys agree that being able to provide financially over physical presence? So there's something else I wanted to mention here. I think it was from, let's see, someone up here. Let me see if I can pull this up without messing something
so
up.
While you are doing that, Omotaya says, I can't really contribute to this topic because I can't relate to fatherhood. I just know that a father's presence is vital, very vital. But I feel like you can relate to fatherhood because you don't have to be. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, you don't have to have been a father to relate to that. At least you had a father, so.
And then, Patrick also has a father figure in me, so you can imagine.
This guy is mad. It's madness that is making him say all these things.
So I was going to say something about, as Solomon mentioned, provision is not limited to money. A father should provide in all way around, provide financially, provide emotionally. So I think it's that emotional part. What does that look like for a father?
Honestly, I probably don't know much about what that emotional looks like. What I know is that I know that a father should be available. And maybe that's what they mean by emotionally, like, adding to his presence, what it brings to the life of a child. What does the presence of a father do? Like you mentioned, a father figure. A father has that I don't want to use the word preeminence, but like that, that power over their children.
Right. It's going down in
they have that hold over the life of a child, because the father is a source, right? The father is a source. The father is the progenitor. So the idea of having that figure in your life, it kind of brings order. It brings stability. So I think that's where the emotion thing comes in, where the presence of that father, begins to dictate a lot of things for the child. Also begins to provide that form of support for a child, and that is what I feel maybe that emotion.
Great. So I'd like you to speak to this. Eberos Okalu says, let me also add this. A large percentage of men who are present and available is because they are not providing. They are not financially providing.
That's not true.
That's not entirely true.
No, don't let me say it's not true. Let me say I don't agree. Yeah,
so I think this comes from, I guess, the trope or the stereotype that a father who is providing is probably out all day working to provide, and for some reason might not be present and available at all times.
So what of the father that is working from home?
Well, that's a new age concept anyway. Esther Lamashedrak says, I disagree with the Beros Okalo. Financial provision is as important as physical presence. Yes. Omotayo says, I have a very faint memory of my father. That's why I can't relate.
Oh,
The man took an
Yeah.
early trip to Disneyland. Oh,
Yeah.
hey, come on! Shout out to Omotayo's father. Come on, one time for Omotayo's father in the building. Yeah, I mean he has a.
Why are you
a
shouting
friend's
out to
memory.
his father?
Yes, now I
You
mean,
should shout out to him, not his father.
I mean he's not a father yet.
No, but his father took a trip to Disneyland, and now you're giving him a shout out.
Do you know what that
Yes,
means?
now,
Yes. Oh, okay.
bro, you're not always slow.
Okay, my own Disneyland
Yeah,
is
slow.
different.
All right.
My own Disneyland is different.
Mogeni Byron says, in my opinion, there is no particular formula. It will always vary from situation to situation, and one should adapt depending. I see what you mean.
They're laughing at Patrick.
Okay, let me say what was coming to my mind,
Yeah.
right? Because we all have different perspectives. This is why this is Pitt
You say you
perspective.
The guys are really, yeah, Shebi, you guys think I'm coming at him. You see,
No,
that's
so
what it.
what I thought is like, you know, there's like different people have different things. Like
Okay.
over here, it means when someone says his dad went to get the milk, it means his dad left his life like
Okay.
willingly just left.
Right, I never came back. Yeah.
Yes, so people have different euphemisms, but saying the
You-
same
you what?
thing. Huh?
You different. You what?
Euphemism.
Okay.
Oh, bro, this guy.
Euphemism. But
It's,
go
Yes.
ahead.
it's a figure of speech now.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said he didn't say it right the first time. But go
I
ahead.
did say it
He
right.
said euphemism.
No, euphemisms.
That's after I corrected you.
Yeah,
but go
yeah,
ahead.
very.
Gen Z.
Yes, and then as Bruno once told me that in Brazil they say his father went to get cigarettes.
Oh, okay.
You see, so now this guy said his father went to
yes, yes.
Disneyland.
You
so
thought
I'm
it was
thinking,
a
yes,
version
you see,
of.
yeah, people use different.
I see.
Yes.
Oh,
Exactly.
I see where you're coming from.
but yes. Let's see. Eberos Okala said the guy is a real Gen Z. Steven Onyebula says, "Have we reasoned that someone can be providing, always seen, yet not present? Being present is deeper than just being seen." Please
Yeah.
unpack. Please.
I think
Please
I
unpack
get-
that. Unpack that.
So there's,
Unpack that.
I kind of understand where it's coming
Okay.
from. So there's even between being around and being
Okay.
present, in the sense that a father can be, coming
Physically
home,
present.
physically, but he's not
Okay.
involved.
Engaged.
Involved in the life or the raising of that child.
Okay.
So he's going to work, he's making money, he's
Okay.
he's around, but he's
Okay.
not involved in the training. So they are two different things. So I think I
I
agree
see.
with Stephen.
Okay.
Coming from that perspective. So
Stephen,
it's not just about.
Are you a father?
It's not just about being around
us.
in the house. We are seeing you. You are always
Right.
around, but you are not involved. You are not participating. You are not
Right.
present.
Please, Stephen,
in
tell
that
us.
sense.
A future father is agreeing with
I
you.
think that's like where it's coming from.
Yes, Esther Olamashedrak says emotional provision includes being present, knowing what goes on in the home, knowing when your kids are not in a good mood. Overall, it is paying attention to tiny details at home.
Absolutely.
And I think the best thing, let me say this, I think the best thing about these conversations is, I mean, for me, I don't know about you guys, I'm taking lessons too, I'm taking notes too,
You need to.
from...
Yeah, you need to take lessons. And we are glad you're doing
These
that.
guys
I'm
are-
so glad you said that.
You guys are weapons fashioned against me.
No, we just
You be taking
let me
lessons.
Yeah,
say-
right, right here,
let me say-
man.
let me say it in a way you that will sit home with you well. We're just concurring with you.
Duh. So Mugeni Byron says you may wish to provide but have nothing, or you want to be available physically,
Yes.
but situations force you not to. That's sad. Yes. Yes, AY just hit the spot. Being around and being present.
And being present are different. So yeah, just to establish what Stephen said earlier about
Yeah,
the
different.
difference between being
That's
present.
interesting.
Yes.
So I'd like to hear stories from yours childhood or yours growing up, about your experience of fatherhood.
Yes.
And I could go first. So my dad obviously is a preacher, is a reverend minister. I'm a preacher's kid. Some might say the best.
Preacher in training.
Yeah.
Don't
They trained him from home.
let me
Yes.
come
Like-
for you, Patrick. Patrick
Preacher in training.
Patrick did the
It's
children's
just that
message in church.
his training has not graduated since all these
Yeah.
years.
So yes, I'd like to hear yours, like real life experiences, growing up with dads or without dads. And thank you for sharing Omotayo too, because that was pretty vulnerable. So in my experience, my dad was known for being a disciplinarian. He believes in spare the rod, spoil the child. So I mean, even his presence at home would make you like behave well. So I grew up under that strict, discipline of, this is I mean, he always relates to the Bible and all of that, But and I think a lot of his lessons also have stayed with me the entire time, which is why I believe what the Bible says, that train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of beating too in the process of the training at home. Yes, Stephen Onyebula says, I for don't become father, but those where have been one make them be the mother of my kids, never one settle. Them they behave like Nigerian economy, always shaking, always going down. So let me try my best to translate this pidgin into standard English. I would have become a father, but the people that I want to make the mother of my kids don't want to settle yet. They are behaving like the Nigerian economy, always shaking, always going down. That is interesting. That is interesting. But yeah, so what was growing up for you as far as
Funny enough, when people say things like, "Oh, my father was, flogging, beating," I can't relate.
Oh, they
because-
didn't beat you?
No, my mom did. She did because she's a teacher, so she did a lot of that. But my dad, I can count on my fingers how many times my father laid his hand on me all through my my growing up. Off top of my maybe twice. Honestly.
Oh, really?
I'm serious. It was.
Can we exchange now?
My father would not lay his hand on you, but my mother did almost every other day. So
Bro,
it's not like I escaped. It's not like I escaped beating.
But it wasn't. I think a father's beating
father's
is
beating is
different.
different.
Yeah, father's beating is different. Even the threat of it alone, like I was.
See, I open my mouth.
Yeah, father's
Did
beating is
did
different.
you hear when I said my mom is a teacher?
I mean, I get
Yeah,
it, but bro, a
it's-
father's
yeah,
beating
you
is.
see,
Bro, even the threat of I will
yes.
tell your father.
Bro,
Yes.
my mom had, you know what they call pankere?
What's that? The cane.
The cane.
There's a market.
Wait,
for cane.
wait now.
Okay.
She had cane.
Okay.
We had koboko because
Okay.
command
That's
obviously. She was teaching in command.
Please, to our American audience, this is not child abuse. This
Which is a military school.
good child
This
abuse
is
history.
standard.
She was
upbringing.
she was a teacher in the military school, so
Okay.
she had koboko. She had
That's horsewhip. Yeah.
yes, anything you can think of, and she would use it when she needed to. And I think for her it was from her own father because
Okay.
her father was a disciplinarian too.
Yeah,
like,
she was beaten, so
so
she.
do you get so?
Yeah.
But for my dad, he was he will talk to you person.
What was his profession, if you don't mind?
My father worked with PHCN.
Was
He
it
was
civil
the market,
servant?
yeah,
Okay.
civil servant. So he would talk to you if you did something wrong. My father would, talk to you. The time I remember the most vivid memory of my father laying his arm on me was when I caught my younger brother with blade and we were playing. In my head, it made sense to test the blade on him
AJ?
as a little boy. Yes.
Oh wow,
Like see blade, see your skin. Let's try it out.
that's a stupid.
Yeah,
thing.
proper
It was a stupid thing to do, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like that's like the only memory of him laying his hand that I can remember at the moment.
Bro, it's interesting
So,
because I can't
it
even
was-
count all the times.
So it was that way. He wasn't using
Oh,
canes.
really?
He wasn't flogging. He was just
That
he would
is-
just have that conversation with
That
you.
is
talk to you.
amazing.
And that was the kind of person my dad was. Is because he's still like that. My father will talk to you even up till now. He has very strong opinions.
Right.
Like he's that kind of person that he sees something. This is it. It's difficult to talk him out of it. He was a very straightforward,
And I see
stubborn
I
person.
see a lot of that in you too.
Yes, he was that kind
You're
of
a
person.
very
He was
stubborn
very stubborn, straight to the point. This is what I think it is.
Right.
He would establish his point, but he doesn't flog. He doesn't.
That
He
is
just tell you
interesting.
that this. Why not this? This is it. That was
So
his kind of
Omotayo
person,
says, my father beat me, He laid the blueprint for my mom to continue. My mother beat me that I asked if she was my real mother. She said my father won't take it lightly on me. Why should she? Interesting. Amazing story. Esther Olamma Shedrack says, growing up, my dad was 100% present. We all had strong emotional connection with him. He tells us Bible stories every night after work. He did all the school runs because his shop was close by. Amazing, amazing. It's amazing how upbringings and things like this shape how a child becomes. I feel like, personally, I have a high tolerance for pain from getting beat up so much that, the threat of it got to a point where even the threat of getting whooped wasn't all, because my dad had this thing where he would raise his hands like this and you like, and then after some time, if he does this, I'll be like,
Oh yeah, nah.
You know.
No, I never got
interesting.
used to that thing. Like,
Oh really, bro?
nah.
This one has a proper
I've
vagabond.
Bro, you're crazy, bro.
No, I never got used to it. It was always a
Bro,
problem.
you
like,
are
You're strong
beaten to
now.
wake up to do morning prayers. You are beaten
Okay.
to take your meds when you're sick. You're
Yeah.
beaten, bro. This,
you guys, you be traumatized.
bro, bro.
Okay, so I wanted to say that the reason why I even came up with this topic is because I'm a big fan of stand-up comedy. And if you watched recently, I put I was having my headphones on because I wanted to remember the exact details. I don't want to make any mistakes. So I was watching Ali Sadiq. He's a big
yeah, I know
stand-
the
oh,
one
you know
that
him?
went to jail. He's like
Yes,
a good
yes,
storyteller.
yes,
Yeah,
So there's this bit he did, and he said,
I think he was in jail with his dad. But go ahead.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he was at some point. But go ahead.
But it makes sense. Yes, his dad was what pioneered him to his street pharmaceutical rap that he became. But
So drugs.
no, but
Well,
he was
yeah.
a street pharmaceutical expert, and so he mentioned that Father's Day does not make the top 10 of holidays, not even the top 15, but top 20, and Mother's Day is second. The first holiday is Christmas. So it's Jesus, your mom. And then, in fact, Halloween is even number 5. So it's Father's Day, Mother's Day, some holidays, spirits and stuff, some other things, and then Father's Day they're back. And so he was like, he doesn't even think of 18 different holidays between Mother's Day and Father's Day. He can't even think of 14 things. And then there were things like Arbor Day. What is Arbor Day? Nobody even knows what that is. But it's above Father's Day. It's at 15. So it made me wonder, like, that is kind of true. Like, Father's Day, like...
Yeah. No,
In fact,
nobody
even me,
cares.
myself, I've only wished my father Father's Day, like, maybe 2-3 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, as my dad has gotten older, I've seen like how a lot of what I considered strengths at the time was just him, I guess, projecting. He was vulnerable under all that. You know, I mean, because you know how, like, when you grow up, you're thinking your parents have a blueprint to life, but you don't realize they are still
Now, when
winging
you're
it. You know,
their age now,
right,
you
they are
feel
winging
that-
it. So I'll give you a case in point. When you get sick at home, my mom is a nurse. She would bring meds at home. And, you know, malaria, typical malaria, sometimes you'll be struggling to take it down, and then you might throw it up again. Bro, legit, my dad would hold a can. I'm sure my mom is watching this or something. My dad will hold a can over you. Shh, my friend, take it. You know, so fast forward many years, my dad had eye surgery. I took him to Calabar for eye surgery, and they brought some meds for him. Do you know, my dad opened up to tell me that, honestly, he doesn't like taking tablets. I was like, wow. Wow. So you don't like taking tablets, and you beat the hell out of us to be able to do all those things back in the day. But that's interesting. Yes, Uchendu Njonye says emotional intelligence and awareness has been widely misunderstood, and most men lack emotional maturity. So it starts from reorientation. If you train a man to be a burden bearer, it will.
Okay,
I
think
think
that
there's
was
something
thoughts, yeah.
else you would. Yes, would love to hear the rest of that thoughts, Uchendu. Amazing stuff. Yes, Esther Lamas Shedrack says, with all the emotional connection we had with him, we still feared him greatly because if you mess up, he will flog you like you are picked up from the bin, and the flogging comes at night.
So I think
That is
I think
interesting.
for me. That's like the other side of it for me, because as much as my dad was not flogging us,
Right.
we still feared. Not let me say feared him. Let me use the word fear in a very loose sense, but we still had that
Reverence.
understanding of, yes, this is the head of the home, because if he comes, if he says something, you dare not say no, or like, go against what he's laying down, because he still shows the direction and says, this is where we are going, and everybody has to fall in line.
Right.
So he was not using his hands, but with his words, I felt like it was enough. And I feel like that's one other thing that I've learned, to find a way to always strike that balance, to use your words and let it be strong enough.
Right. So Uchendu continues by saying it will reflect in how he treats those around him. He can be physically present and providing all the financial support, but still detached in emotion. Yes, this is Awesome Radio Network, and we'll be going on our last break. Please don't touch the dial. Boom.
Looking for a place where community, healthy living, and entrepreneurship come together? Journey Cafe in Greenville is more than a cafe. It's a platform for opportunity. Sip healthy smoothies, shop local products, and support entrepreneurs growing their dreams right here in Eastern North Carolina. Journey Cafe is also seeking investors and community partners who believe in building stronger communities together. Visit Journey Cafe at 401 Evans Street in Greenville. Journey Cafe, step into your journey today.
Do you have documents that need to be notarized? We provide notary services by appointment. 252-756-3137.
Awesome radio. Yeah, it's awesome. Awesome. Can you hear it? Awesome. Awesome.
Yes. Amazing. This is still Awesome Radio Network, and this is still Pitt Perspectives. It's been an amazing and incredible conversation this morning or this afternoon, depending on where you're listening to us from. Omotayo says, my father knew what he wanted for his kids. Being intentional about a child upbringing and being there to paddle the child is very essential. I agree. And I think, too, that a lot of what our parents did came from, traditions and what they saw handed down to them, or even just what seemed to be going on at the time. Because just like you were saying with the canes, there was a market for canes. I remember we would hide our parents' canes, like you could go to the market and buy a whip. If you do it here, they are calling CPS for you, So Uchendu Junior says, so I think the balance is in going back to what we expect from the male gender before they become fathers. What do you train the boys to become?
So please go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to say that I feel like most guys resonate more with their parents the older they get.
Yes,
and that's just how I see
experience
it. Yes, it's from my own personal experience. I know I didn't get to say how my upbringing was, but that's how it is for me. Because earlier my dad lived with us until I was like 15.
He stopped living with you guys?
Yeah, he had to travel for work.
Oh, wow.
And so he would be back and forth. And you could see that even though he provided financially, the presence is always very important too.
Yeah, it is.
So, but as you grow older, you get to realize how much your dad sacrifices.
Oh, yeah.
Because for me now, I've got to a level where I talk to my dad as if he's my friend.
Right.
Yeah. And that's very different because when I grew up, he used to be very strict. I used to be afraid of him and wouldn't want to have conversations with him. Because there was a time that, I don't know, I was sent to the shops and I lost the money and I came up with a lie and my dad beat me up so bad that I hated him. I was like, in my head, I was like, when I grow up, I'll show him what a real
beat him back.
Beating is. Yes. And so,
wow.
Yeah, that's how kids think.
Wow.
Yeah, my friends, I've had this conversation with my friends. They're like, I've always thought the same thing too.
Hey, Wena, you wanted to beat your dad.
Yes,
Wena.
I wanted to show him that if he can beat me, I'll show him what it is when I'm also. And the funny thing about me is once I hit 14, 15, we have good genetics, so I got muscular on that. So I was feeling myself that I can. And
beat your father now.
Yes.
Wow.
And somebody told me a story. I forgot. I went to his work and they were like, telling me all this story. Oh, you look like your father. You look like your father.
That
and
you
I
want
hated
to beat.
that. Because in my mind, I wanted to beat him.
This is insane, bro.
Yeah, and so this guy told me that one of his close friends, we were having a great conversation. And at that time, I was already I had this close relationship with my dad, and I told him the funny story, and he was like, yeah, it's funny because I don't think you could really beat your father because the way you would go about it is you just want to prove a point, and him will be like, you're my son, you want to disrespect me, so he's going to be beating you to kill you and not to.
Well, yes, this thing you said now reminded me of an experience I had with my dad. I think I was maybe
wanted to beat your dad.
No. I think I was 13 or 14. I can't remember the age I was at the time, but I challenged him to a race.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember what the conversation was about. If we run now, I'll run faster. He was like, no, that's not possible. In my head, I can't imagine my father running faster.
And he ran faster.
Because he did. Because in my head, I'm young.
Yes.
then he told me that when he was in school, he was actually a runner.
That's interesting.
I could not believe myself.
Omotayo says, I would have said some things, but that would be talking about my mom. Happy Father's Days. Happy Father's Day to everyone out there. You're strong. I've had a great time here. Thank you guys for having this session. It means a lot to me. Aww. Come on, one time for Omotayo in the building. Yes. Amazing. Yeah, so before we leave, let's do some shout outs. Who do you want to shout out?
Yeah,
Any fathers
obviously,
you
I
want to
shout
shout
out to
out?
my dad.
Come on, shout out to AY's dad.
I think he had a huge, still has a huge impact in my life.
Right.
I appreciate all of that. And
All right.
I trust God that, with time I'll be able to.
Come on, one time for AY's dad. Come on. Yes. Well, I want to shout out to my dad, to Reverend Silas Ihuka.
The father of
the father of the
Victor Ihuka,
incredible
Reverend in
Father
training.
Abraham.
Come on, shout out to my dad. Yes, Esther Lamma Shedrack says shout out to my father, please. Yes, come on, one time for Esther's dad. Yeah. Yes. Shout out to Victor, the future father. Yay!
Please, let's
be
on more
serious on
serious
this
notes. Shout out to my dad.
Wait,
shout out to my dad.
Yes,
Not a
yes,
father.
yes,
Shout
yes.
out to my
future
dad.
dad, though.
If you want to be a dad, go and
Father,
have
we're
a
talking
child.
about current
now.
fathers. Shout out to my dad.
Okay,
Please,
shout out to Patrick's dad that Patrick wanted to be.
No, and also shout out to Dr. Ziga.
Yes, shout out to Dr. Z. Yes, our local dad. Yeah. So shout out
And
to
wait.
Uche Njonye.
And also congratulations to Dr. Ziga. He won the
Yes, the outstanding.
Yes.
Come on, one time. Amazing song.
He has won it so many times.
Oh yes, I mean, deservedly.
He's tired of
He's
winning.
the best.
Yes.
He's the best.
Yes, some might say
He's
the
like
very
Messi.
best.
He's like Messi with Ballon d'Ors. He's tired
Yes.
of
Nah,
winning
no,
them.
but Messi's own is bought. So
Shout out to Uchendu Njonye. He's not a father yet, but he's a future dad. So he's doing daddy things already, right?
anyways, let's take the community events.
Yes, shout out to Uchendu Njonye. Yes, let's do it. Let's see how much we can get in before the time.
Do we have anyone?
Yes,
from
Pitt
there?
County Animal Services will host a low-cost rabies vaccination clinic today from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the Pitt County Agricultural Center. They have a little fee for vaccinations for dogs and cats, and no appointments is necessary. Yes, on June 24, Greenville United FC hosts Newburn FC for Paula Cultural Night at JP2. Time is 6 p.m. Come out and support local soccer. And on June 24th, Greenville Yam Gnomes, the baseball team, are taking on NC Baseball at Guy Smith Stadium. Yes, enjoy some summer ball. Yes, it's been an amazing conversation, and we want to say a big thank you to everyone who's been supporting. Thank you to Carolina Arthritis Center for sponsoring our community news recap. Thank you to our listeners across Greenville, Newborn, Eastern North Carolina, Aba, and everywhere else around the world. From AY, Patrick, and Victor, see you next week. Boom.